multiplying radicals, and the idea of multiplying radicals is to use the simplifying of radicals kind of backwards. So before we simplified radicals by putting each factor into its own house, but now if we've got different factors, we can combine those by multiplying what's inside the house as long as we've got the same index. A times b. Square root of a times square root of b is the square root of a times b, just like over here. Square root of 3 times square root of 2 is square root of 6. All right, let's use the idea there to move to these and say, well, what if we've got some little more complex multiplications? The same thing holds true for distributing this term that's outside of the parentheses to every term that's inside the parentheses. So our first multiplication is, oops, hang on a second, should be this one. Yep, first multiplication is that one. Second multiplication is that one. All right, so our first multiplication is square root 5 times 4. Second multiplication is positive times positive gives us a positive because there's an unwritten positive out here. Positive times positive, positive. 1 times 3 is 3 outside the house. Inside the house, square root of 5 times square root of 5. And I'm going to go the long way just to show you that this is what we do. Multiply the square root of 5 times 4. That's our first term. Second multiplication, square root of 5 times 3 square root of 5. So that's all multiplied together. Make this prettier. 4 comes out in front of the house. Square root house. Make it 4 square root of 5. Plus 3 square root of 5 times 5, 25. And now we simplify this. I got 4 square root 5 plus 3 times 5. Square root of 25 is 5. 4 square root 5 plus 3 times 5, 15. Now that's for teaching purposes. We wouldn't necessarily have to go through all those steps because some of those are a little bit tedious. But if I wouldn't skip too many steps though, because from here to here is okay, from here to here is okay, but from here to go all the way down to here would be kind of a jump. From here to here would be okay, from here to here might be okay, but I would not jump too far. Make sense? All right. Same idea holds true over here for b as a. Well, we had a monomial times a binomial. Here we've got a binomial times a binomial. Same idea holds true over here. We're going to FOIL this guy. Multiply the first, and then the outside, and then the inside, and the last. So we're going to, let's see if we can use colors here. I'm going to do FOIL right there. First times first, positive times positive, positive. Square root of x times square root of y, square root of x, y. Okay. Outside means I take these guys, multiply these guys together. Positive times positive, positive. Square root of x times 4 is 4 square root x. Inside, change my colors, inside is right here. Minus 10 times positive square root y, negative times positive, negative 10 times square root y, 10 square root y. Last is these guys right here. 10 times 4 is our number, but we've got to pay attention to signs as well. Negative times positive, negative 10 times 4, 40. And we've FOILed and we've multiplied everything together, and now we combine like terms or like radicals. None of these are like radicals because they're all square roots, but this is a square root of xy. This is only a square root of x, not a like radical. Square root of y and square root of xy, not like radicals. These are not like radicals in the green and the red. So we're all done. There's our answer. There's our answer. FOILed. All right, one more multiplication. Let's do our first multiplication of square root 7 times monomial times a binomial. First multiplication is 2 square root 7 times 7, 49. Let's see, change to green. Second multiplication is square root 7 times negative 4, positive times negative, negative. Square root 7 times 4 is, oops, sorry. I thought that was a square root 7 times 4 is 4 square root 7. Simplify this. In the blue, I've got 2 times 7. Square root of 49 is 7. 2 times 7 is 14. On the green, I've got 4 square root of 7. Can't be simplified, so I got square root 7 can't be simplified. There's square root 7 minus 4 square root 7. Done. And all we did was distribute that square root 7 to everything inside. Alright, this guy over here, number 5, let's see what we can do. Again, we're going to foil. We're going to foil this guy. I'm going to say my first multiplication is square root of x times square root of x, square root x squared. Outside terms, those guys. Positive times negative, negative. 3 times square root x, 3 square root x. Inside, these guys. Positive times positive, positive. Again, if it's not written, it's a plus sign. If it's not written, it's a plus sign. Positive times positive, 2 times square root of x, 2 square root x. Last is these guys. Positive times negative, negative. 2 times 3, 6. Alright, combine like terms. Any like terms in there? I think so. The red and the green are like terms. So, square root of x squared. In fact, we can probably simplify. Square root of x squared, square root of a perfect square means the base, x, comes outside the house. I've got an x. Combine the green and the red as like terms, because these are like terms, because they have square root of x and square root of x. I got minus 3 plus 2 is minus 1, or minus square root x. There's an unwritten 1 right here. The minus 6 is still there. And there's my answer, x minus square root of x minus 6. Combine any like terms. These are not like terms. These are not like terms. X and 6 are not like terms. Done.